Jittery DC, clinch, eliminator spot. It almost happened again, this time though the overall target was well below par, and that played a part in Delhi Capitals somehow scraping through in jittery fashion against UP Warriors to clinch their place in the eliminator. Needing a win to qualify, DC put on a clinic to restrict UPW to 128 and were cruising at 831 after 12 overs in the chase at one stage. 4 overs later, they were clearly rattled after getting reduced to 10-15 before skipper Jemima Rodriguez stayed until the end to ensure an encore wasn't in store. The chase kickstarted with Lizelle Lee departing early, despite finding the boundary a couple of times. Thereafter, Laura Woolvard and Shafali Verma steadied the ship and dragged DC to 381 by the end of the power play. With the required run rate never being an issue, even Shafali was content to bide her time. Both batters also were aided by reprieves on the field and made good use of it. Woolvard at one point turned on the heat by smacking Kranti Goud for 4 boundaries in the space of 5 balls as DC were well positioned at the halfway point at 701. Shafali actually took a backseat to Woolvard, as the South African made merry to firmly put her side on course for an easy win. But it was her dismissal in the 13th over that triggered a big collapse to cause panic in the DC camp. Shikha Pandey struck in her final over to get rid of Shafali before Sophie Ecclestone, and Deepti Sharma bagged the big wickets of Marizanne Kapp and Chanel Henry, leaving Rodriguez stranded. The skipper relieved some pressure with a sweep shot that went for a boundary before bringing out a lofted cover drive in the following over to drag DC closer. She eventually put the contest to bed with back-to-back boundaries in the penultimate over to erase the ghosts of the recent past. The win, however, was set up by her bowlers earlier in the evening. Meg Lanning, their former skipper, was sent packing first ball of the contest as Henry trapped her Labua, while Deepti and Charlie Knott tried to reverse the pressure with a flurry of boundaries. Cap got rid of them both in successive overs to round off the power play in fantastic fashion for DC. The procession continued as Sri Charani kick-started her spell with a wicket first ball, as Harleen Deal departed for a scratchy 11-ball 3. Cap then came back into the attack to finish her spell at the halfway mark, and the move paid off as the South African bagged the key wicket of Deandra Doughton that further added to UPW's misery. At 5:25 after 10 overs, there was certainly no way out for the batting side. Simran Sheikh added some crucial runs before her departure, and then the likes of Asha Sabana and Pandey made some meaningful contributions as well that saw UPW drag themselves past the 100-run mark. Given how the contest finished, 10-12 more runs could have easily made a massive difference. DC will now face Gujarat Giants in the eliminator, with the winner taking on Royal Challengers Bengaluru in the final. Brief scores: UP Warriors 12-8. In 20 overs, Deepti Sharma 24, Marizanne Kapp 330, Sri Charani 22 lost to Delhi Capitals 1265 in 18. 4 overs, Laura Woolvard 47, Jemima Rodriguez 34, Deepti Sharma 227 by 5 wickets.